Down right now, and I saw this really good thing. So, can I get one? Can I get one? Can I get two? Can I get five? Can I get 10? Can I get 10? Sold over there. Can we 11, 12, 15. Right now. So hey, sold 20 over there. 20, 25. 1, 2, 3, 1. Sold to the man in the pink dress for $25. Hey, and welcome to Daily Love TV. I am your host, Mastin Kipp, founder of thedailylove.com. And this week, I have a question from a daily lover named Ava. And she asked an incredible question. She says, now that I'm in a relationship, I feel myself drifting away from my meditation practice and beginning to self-sabotage. How do I continue my path of self-love while still fully showing up for him? Ava, this is a great question. I want to thank you for asking it. Now, here's what's interesting. We have this idea that my spiritual practice is over here and my relationship is over here. And what I believe is that they're actually the same thing. You know, I had done so much work on myself before I got into a relationship with Jenna, read I don't even know how many self-help books, went to years of therapy, seminars, retreats, yoga, gluten-free, green juicing, all that type of stuff. And I still do a lot of that. But what's interesting is I remember one of the last sessions with my therapist, I said, you know what? I got all this knowledge. I figured it out. But like, now what? And I thought there was going to be this huge parade. And the now what was my therapist said to me, Mastin, if you really want to grow spiritually, get into a relationship. And so Ava, what I would say to you is I would say that, you know what? He is a spiritual practice. And meditation is great. Yoga is great. Green juice, gluten-free, prayer, all those things are incredible. And if they bring you peace, you know, that's a great thing. But just know that the relationship is your spiritual practice. Showing up for him is your spiritual practice and he for you. So how can you take care of yourself? Well, I would say stay with the meditation, find yourself some time, don't get too lost in the relationship. But the other thing I would say is look at the feeling of what happens when you don't have that meditation time and you feel like you are abandoning yourself. Because I'm gonna tell you something, you use the word self-sabotage, and that's an interesting word. I've never met someone who consciously wakes up and says, oh, well, gee, you know, this is a great day to sabotage my dreams. Like, I've never met someone that says that. But I meet all kinds of people that feel like if they take some new action, they are gonna be threatened or not safe. And so what I would say with you is that instead of thinking about it as self-sabotage, I would say think of it as more of self-protection. And maybe you go to that meditation practice for a sense of certainty, which is awesome, but where is there more uncertainty? In a meditation practice or opening up in a relationship and being vulnerable? There's a lot of certainty in meditation. It's with you, you're by yourself, you're sitting, you're quiet, you're still. No vulnerability required, just experiencing yourself, which is powerful, but opening up, being honest, talking about how scared you are, talking about your feelings, how you really feel, going deeper into the relationship. Now that is a spiritual practice because meditation is great. I'm not trying to knock it, but what I'm saying is that maybe the power dynamics in your life are reorganizing as such so that it's actually a deeper call for truth. It's a deeper call for intimacy. It's a deeper call for vulnerability. And that really is where intimacy is created. Intimacy is created when two people are telling the truth to each other and that wall starts to drop. And nothing can be scarier than actually being vulnerable in a relationship because you can't control the other person. You don't know what they're gonna do when you are vulnerable. And also, I don't know why the universe organizes it this way, but it does. When we get into spiritual partnership or soulmate partnership, we tend to attract that person in who's like our opposite, who can push all of our buttons. And you know, the one I always talk about in our retreats and at live events is like my relationship with my girlfriend Jenna, who is the love of my life. And if you know anything about me, I'm loud, I'm big, I'm outgoing, I like to go and do things. Like I'm big, this is what I do. I'm like lots of energy. And Jenna has a lot of energy, but the first thing I like to do when I wake up is just go and play loud music. And with Jenna, she likes it soft, right? And so in the first part of our relationship, I always used to think, when she would ask me to have a soft morning, oh, well, she's, coming up and making me change and doing all this type of stuff. But the truth is, I had to go deeper and realize, you know what? I'm here. I love my girl. I'm here for my girl. I serve my girl. I need to make sure I'm serving her. And I have to get over myself and serve her. And so that is a spiritual practice, because we tend to bring in people who kind of rub us in a way where we get the smoother edge, but through the friction. And so my call to you, Ava, is don't beat yourself up for walking away from your meditation practice. Your relationship is also a meditation practice. Anything you do that brings you to a point of one focus is meditation. But see if you can get more honest in your relationship. If you want to show up for him, that's how you could do it. I'm not saying, always be happy, because that's not realistic. I'm not saying put on a fake smile and grin, but be honest. Share how you're actually feeling with him. Because here's the thing. If you share how you actually feel with him and he shows up, you have a keeper. If you share how you actually feel with him and he goes away, that's awesome, because it means that he's leaving room for a real man who will show up for you. But either way, I just want to let you know that your spiritual practice, your meditation, your yoga, all that type of stuff is just as much a spiritual practice as a relationship. In fact, a relationship is really even a deeper spiritual practice, because your butt is on the line, your heartstrings are on the line, there's someone else there who you can't control. It is like the ultimate spiritual practice. So Ava, my call today is to really hopefully help you open up to be more vulnerable, because that really is the deeper we can go, the more vulnerable we can be, the more juice, the more happiness, the more alive we feel in our relationships. I hope this has been helpful for you, Ava. Please let me know how it goes. In the comments below, I would like you to let me know how you could be more vulnerable in your relationships. Maybe it's not a romantic relationship, maybe it's with your friends or family, but in any area of your life, you have a relationship, you want to go deeper. How could you be more vulnerable? How could you be more honest? Please let me know in the comments below. The Daily Love community is a group of seriously loving, caring folks. Hit up thedailylove.com and leave your comment and join in on the conversation and meet and support these amazing people. Also, we publish a rockin' daily email full of inspiration from me and all kinds of amazing experts from around the world. Head on over to thedailylove.com and sign up for our email to get these awesome daily doses of love. Also, if this video has been valuable for you, please feel free to share it with friends, family, anyone that you think might be inspired by this video. And also, please feel free to subscribe to The Daily Love on YouTube so that you get notified when we have more videos coming out. Other than that, as always, this is Mastin Kipp saying take action and make it real.